I think the Lakers now, with Russ, with AD, with LeBron, are further away from a championship, not closer. Because to me, it doesn't really make any sense, and I don't really get the fit for Russell Westbrook to join up with Anthony Davis and LeBron James. So I think this got them further away from a title, not closer, for two reasons. Number one, or really two reasons. Sorry, I lost my train of thought there. Is that there are plenty of options in free agency that would have worked better, but also the Lakers already have what Russell Westbrook brings to the table, right? What is Russ as a basketball player? We know he's a player who plays a lot of energy, but he plays downhill, right? He gets a ton of buckets at the rim. He's not a great shooter, but a majority of his shots come at the rim or in the mid-range. So they have a guy who basically plays from the free throw line down for a lot of the time. Well, guess what? The Lakers already have that. Like they have that with Anthony Davis. LeBron James is a terrific shooter, especially in the mid-range. He can attack and get downhill, arguably better than anyone in the game still. So they have two guys that not only have the skill set that Russell Westbrook has, but also they do it in a way more efficient way. I think Anthony Davis, as we know, is one of the best big men, one of the best players overall in the NBA. He can live at the rim. He can take jump shots. He's great from all over the floor. LeBron James can turn the corner, still drive down. He's a huge body, can get to the rim, overpower players, has a great step back. His shot has really kind of been refined, and it continues to get better. So they already have, with their two best players, the skill set, for the most part, that Russell Westbrook brings over. What do the Lakers need? What are they missing that Russell Westbrook, unfortunately, does not bring in? And the reason why I think they still are further away from a title, not closer. The Lakers need three-point shooting. Last year, they were 25th in the NBA in terms of three-point field goals made per game. They were 21st in the NBA in terms of three-point field goal percentage as a team. So guess what? Guess what Russell Westbrook doesn't bring to the Lakers in this trade that they are desperately in need of, but he can't help out with? Three-point shooting. For his career, Russ is a 30% three-point shooter. Last year, he was a tick above that, 31.5% from three. So still, if anything, bringing the three-point shooting that was already down, even more down. Not helping, not bringing even a threat from three. And not only is obviously shooting the three not a part of Russell Westbrook's game, right? Not a strength of his, not something that, frankly, even want him attempting. I think how many times do you watch him in OKC or in Houston or in Washington where he is taking threes way more than you want? Like teams are giving him the three, similar to how Giannis we saw in the playoffs. A lot of teams are giving him the three. You take a three, that's a win for us. That's a win for us if you're guarding Giannis. It's a win for us if your defense is guarding Russ. And similar to Giannis, Russ will take them. He'll take the threes. He's not shy. But as we know, that is not what you want from an offense. That is not who you want shooting the ball. So not only does Russell Wilson not bring the one area the Lakers are desperately in need of, three-point shooting, in the process of this trade, they also traded away their best three-point shooter. A part of the trade that they sent over, which was Montrezl Harrell, Kyle Kuzma, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, and a draft pick. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, KCP, was the best three-point shooter the Lakers had in terms of percentage on the team. Last year, he shot 41% from three, which is the best on the Lakers. And as we know, right, again, you still have Anthony Davis, still have LeBron James. They won a title 2 years ago with that duo and really kind of struggling from three, not being that efficient. But now as LeBron gets older, now as we know Anthony Davis struggles to stay on the court health-wise, that three-point shot, just having three-point shooters on the court opens up the game for both of those two, gives them more range, gives them more space to work with, and takes a lot of the workload off. Like we just saw last year, right? Anthony Davis, especially with the groin injury, once he hurt that in, I believe it was February, he was never the same after that groin injury. Even when he's on the court towards the end of the year and in the early part of the playoff series against the Suns, he was never really the same. He could do it for a game or two, but never truly was the same Anthony Davis that we saw in the bubble, let's say, from 2020. And LeBron, again, as he gets older, we keep saying it's almost similar to Tom Brady. Where it's all right, eventually he'll get run down. He has all those miles on his legs, all those extra playoff games. Forget just the amount of years he's been in the NBA. Eventually he has to break down.